welcome to Into the Woods in 5 minutes, because I hate myself. Alright, let's take that 14-minute opening number and simplify it. Cinderella has a wish to go to the ball, her stepmother won't let her, and her stepsisters laugh at her. There's a whole thing with birds and lentils and a fireplace. Jack and his mom are really poor. Jack has a white cow, won't give them milk, named Milky White. Clever. Jack's mom wants money, because like I said, they're poor in life, so she sends Jack to sell the cow, and he's not happy about it. There's a little girl in a red hood, Little Red Riding Hood, who gets some sweets from a totally random bakery so she can take him to her granny in the woods. At that totally random bakery, we meet the baker and his wife. They wanted the bun in the oven, but they can't, so they're simply left baking buns in their oven because they're bakers. Anyway, there's this witch that appears, who's their neighbor, and raps about some greens in her garden, because why not, and tells the baker and his wife about how the baker's dad is a bean thief, and one thing led to another, and there's a curse on the family, which is why they can't have kids, by the way, and so on and so forth. She tells them that they can break the curse, though, by going into the woods and finding a cow as white as milk, a cape as red as blood, hair as yellow as corn, and a slipper as pure as gold, and that they have 3 days to do it. Yay! It's totally not easy at all. Okay, prologue's over, everyone's in the woods for no reasons, and now things get fun. Cinderella gets a dress from her dead mom's tree grave somehow. There's an old man, some discussion of beans and the worth of a cow. There's the whole Little Red Riding Hood situation with the wolf. It's totally gross. There's an exchange of totally not magical beans for the cow between the baker, his wife, and Jack. The witch is revealed to have Rapunzel up in a tower. The baker rescues Little Red and her granny. Jack's mother tosses the totally not beans in a rage, and spoiler, they are totally magical. Cinderella and the baker's wife talk about the ball that Cinderella goes to, and the prince. Baker's wife really wants Cinderella's shoe because golden shoe's on the list, and in the process she loses Cinderella, the shoe, and Milky White. Whoops. One night down. Jack goes up the beanstalk that grew from those magic beans, steals from gold from a giant so he can have his cow back, and he can't because they lost the cow. Anyways, we have some whiny princes complaining about their lady problems with Cinderella and Rapunzel. The baker's wife discovers Rapunzel in her tower and takes her hair because golden hair. And the baker gets Milky White back. Jack goes and gets a golden egg from up the beanstalk, and Milky White dies. Whoops. Second night down. So Little Red then dares Jack to go and get the golden harp that he brags about seeing. Cinderella has a rough time at another ball, loses one shoe and gives the other one to Baker's wife. Yay! Baker's wife fakes a white cow just for the witch to revive Milky White in the end. So what was the point? The cow eats everything, and apparently the hair from Rapunzel wasn't good because the witch had touched it, but that old man from before comes to the rescue and suggests the hair from a corn is used, which works, and the witch gets her potion. She drinks it and she turns pretty and young again, and in the process the old man is revealed to be the baker's dad, and he dies. Whoops. The whole Cinderella shoe thing happens. The stepsisters' feet get carved up to attempt to fit the shoe by mom. Yikes. And then Prince and Cinderella get married. Yay! Rapunzel and her prince run away from the witch, and the witch finds out that she lost her powers in the process. Woo! The baker's wife finds out that she's pregnant. And the stepsisters are blinded at the wedding, and the new beanstalk grows. Whoopsie. And that's just Act 1. Now time for Act 2. Narrator picks up with Once Upon a Time later. The bakers have their baby, still aren't happy. Jack and his mom are rich, still aren't happy. And Cinderella's married to the prince and lives in the castle, still isn't happy. Giant comes and crashes the party, ruins everything. The bakers go to the castle, is turned away. They run to Little Red and take her to Granny's. Jack kills the giant, and Cinderella's back at her dead mom's tree grave. Everybody's back in the woods. Woo! Rapunzel goes crazy. The princes are cheaters with new princesses in mind. Everybody meets up at the castle, which the giant found. Whoops. The giant's wife appeared. She's not happy. The group sacrifices the narrator, which does nothing. Jack's mother defends her son, and she dies. The giantess wants Jack. Rapunzel dies. Everybody splits up to find Jack. Princess seduces Baker's wife. Baker finds Cinderella. Baker's wife dies. Everybody argues about whose fault it is. Witch goes crazy, throws magic beans, vanishes, regains her powers, yada yada. Baker's dad's ghost pays a visit. Cindy and Prince break up because he's a cheater. Lots of people find out that someone they love is dead. Jack, Little Red, Cinderella, and the baker kill the giantess. Everybody comes back to share the lessons they learned. Final lessons that you should be careful of the things you say because children will listen. Yada yada. The end. Whew.